Hello everyone and welcome to my first video in a while, because I was having a little break and I don't think there's much of a problem with that. If you have a problem with that, feel free to click the subscribe button, because that will really teach me not to do that. And I just missed the finger there, I missed the finger. But anyway, we go out onto the track, onto this Catalunian circuit, classic Catalunian circuit. So then, on the pit straight, waiting for the 5 lights to go out in my Renault, and waiting for the lights. There we go. There's the ticket, and we're away. And the HRT next to me did not take off, so I'm into 4th already, which isn't bad. I've got a Williams, a Virgin, and something else up front. As I cut down into the first corner, trying to leave the Williams room, the Virgin cuts across me, takes out a bit of my front wing. There doesn't seem to be much damage though, a bit of debris wedged somewhere. And I'm 4th still after the first corner, no collisions, which isn't bad. So going into the next corner now, and someone's hitting up my inside, someone's pushed, someone's forced their way through, sent me straight into the barrier. I'm down into 6th, what an absolute noob. Doesn't know how to drive. You can't force your way through someone, because in the real world, mate, that'll get you something known as a black flag, or a 10-second penalty, or a drive-through penalty. Moving on, cutting down through into turns, whatever they turns are, cutting that corner slightly. Nevertheless, the game goes on. 6th out of 12. Got a few cars up front. If I just pull my finger out, I can get them, but if this Lotus has anything to do with it, I'm not going to get them, because he'll spin me out. He pushes me wide, and he's going to force his way through my inside. Yep, how predictable are you, mister? Another noob driver that doesn't know how to overtake. Nevertheless, going into the final treacherous chicane, which I hope their spun out car there, that Force India there, was spun out. As I was saying, I hope that treacherous chicane is not treacherous on the next game, which does come out in a mere few weeks. I think it's the 20th of September or the 23rd or something like that. I'll research it, and as soon as I get it, I will post my first race or so, as one car spins out there, and that's me up to 5th. So I will be covering the next game. That car that just spun out leaves the game. I'm up to 5th, and this Lotus is my next target. Oh my god, 2 cars gone wide there, gain 2 places. The Lotus goes wide as well. That's 2nd in a matter of corners, and I've got that corner all wrong. So I've got the Virgin up behind me. Let's see how much of a ramming noob this guy is, because everyone else seems to be a ramming noob in this lobby. Just about past the halfway point of the race at this stage here, lap 2 out of 3, about halfway around the track. And then we go on to sector 3, so we're now... Oh god, the Virgin's pushed me wide, and he's going to force his way through. What an absolute noob. There's a thing called overtaking properly, and that's something you don't know how to do. You're as bad as Sebastian Vettel as far as overtaking is concerned. You can't just ram someone off and then overtake them. I think everyone in this lobby was a ramming noob, except the guy that I was with, who's called Sir Lane, and he's a very nice chap. So, down onto the pit straight, past the tremendous grandstand, and my eyes are fixated upon 2nd place in this race. I've got more straight line speed than the Virgin, as I'm in his slipstream, and I go into the first corner, and the Virgin gets it all wrong. That shows how much of a bad driver he is. He can't take the first corners right. And I capitalise, coming straight through his inside. Might have been a bit of brushy contact, but I couldn't give a ball sack, because he's a noob that can't drive. So as far as I'm concerned, he can spin out and get his face full of barrier and trade the game in, because frankly, noobs like him shouldn't be on here. Even though it might have been accidental, he might have just outbroken himself. Even there, he gets it all wrong, probably trying to ram me. Being a bit harsh here, even though it only was one ramming, but just get a bit tedious. First place is only a corner ahead of me, but I don't think I'll catch him. 1, because he's probably just as fast or faster than me. 2, because there's not enough time left, even if I was faster than him. So, into the final chicane, and if I just survive this, I should be into 2nd place. No penalties. 2nd place, good solid 18 points on my quest for rank 50 before the next F1 game comes out. And he takes the silver medal there, no penalty. 18 points. And someone's just snuck in. That Spanish guy's a hacker. The Lotus just suddenly... How has that Lotus got in ahead of me? Please leave a comment, because that Lotus has just snuck in and I don't have a penalty. So go back and watch it again if you missed it. But thank you for watching. Goodbye.